guys, Christian Horror here. Today we're doing volume 4, I believe, of non-franchise slasher movies I love. I know these are movies, of course, they're self-explanatory. It means they're not in a franchise and have a bunch of sequels. Some of these, I think, might just have remakes, so I apologize, I'm still diving. This series is not ending here. I'm not running out of movies, but there are some I have to mention in case somebody hasn't seen. Without further ado, though, we'll go ahead and get started. These are 5 that I love. The fifth one and the last one is a really cool one, so just be ready. But coming in at number 5 is a movie I love. It's really interesting. It's an Italian horror movie. That's Nightmare Beach. Now, Nightmare Beach is really cool because it's like an Italian movie doing its utmost best to seem so American, and it's just really fun because of that. Great little movie, motorcycle killer. I love this movie so much. This Kino Lorber Blu-ray as well is awesome. Brand new 4K restoration. John Saxon. Rest in peace to a legend. John Saxon did so many awesome movies. It blew me away because I remember I would watch documentaries about John Saxon and they made him seem like this actor that was in all these movies that were like these highfalutin movies. And I'm like, he's in Cannibal Apocalypse. Like, John Saxon is in Tenebrae, which is a good movie. John Saxon is in this. He did a lot of Italian-style movies, which is really cool. Nightmare Beach is one for you guys. I think it's really fun. This is a great Italian horror movie to dive into getting Italian-made style horror movies, because it really... It is, but it isn't because of that, but it's really great. I love Nightmare Beach. I love Nightmare Beach, guys. Check that out. That's Kino Lorber's Blu-ray. Highly, highly recommend. Coming in at number 4. Again, I think this one has a remake, but, that's, not a franchise to me. It ain't got no sequels or anything. It was one and done back in its day. It absolutely destroyed people's hearts, minds, and souls. It has stood the test of time. It's one of the greatest horror movies ever made, I think. I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made. It meets nobody halfway. It's brutal, it's intelligent, and it's visceral. That is Maniac. Maniac is just the greatest thing I've ever seen since sliced bread. I love Maniac so much. Joe Spinell is the greatest slasher villain I think I've ever seen. Without spoiling it, the subway station scene literally had me on the edge of my seat the first time I watched it. I was almost standing. I was literally almost standing while watching this. If you have not seen Maniac, brace yourself because you will be seeing one of the greatest horror movies you'll ever see in your life, and there's not much else like it. Maniac, while it's intelligent, it's got more elements going to it, it's got psychological stuff, it is a slasher to its core, and nothing will ever change that for me. I just think Maniac is the greatest thing. I love Maniac so much. This is a Blue Underground 3-disc 4K restoration Blu-ray. It's been released on 4K. There's many ways to get this movie. Just type it in on Amazon, Maniac. You'll find it. Get the cheapest one you want if you want. If you just want to get it cheap. If you want the best picture quality, I recommend this or the 4K. Maniac is amazing. Coming up next, this is one of the first Arrow videos I remember buying off of Amazon. The horrible day when I discovered that Amazon Prime was like a thing where I could buy all these horror movies that would just not show up in FYE, and I have great memories with this. This is called The Slayer. The Slayer is a pretty good little slasher movie. It's not the greatest ever, but it's pretty darn good. There's a lot of great atmosphere and a lot of spooky, creepy death shots in Slayer. There are some really creepy looking death shots in this movie that really creeped me out. There's this shot where a girl's I think her head is hanging out of a window and it's bloodied and she's just, it was really visceral. Great scene, great ending shots. I like The Slayer. I think it's fun. I think it's certainly worthy to be in your collection as well. This ought to be in a 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own, and it very well may. Check out The Slayer. I like The Slayer a lot. Check it out. Good slasher movie. Good slasher movies from Arrow Video. All right, coming in at number 2. I can't believe I haven't done this one yet. At least I don't think I've done this one yet, so I apologize if I have, but I really don't think I have. April Fool's Day. I love April Fool's Day. This is what I love about this is it's that classic Paramount feeling slasher that has amazing characters. I love the characters in April Fool's Day. That's what makes this movie so entertaining, I think, is because, yes, the setups are great, the goofs are hilarious, but the tension and the characters are amazing in this movie. Amy Steele's in here, and she's obviously just fantastic. I love April Fool's Day. I think it's one of the best from the 80s. If you haven't seen April Fool's Day, please check it out. This Scream Factory Blu-ray was fantastic. The movie looked great. It's the only way to watch a movie really well at this point. I mean, you got DVDs out there, you've got Laserdiscs out there with their own, but this one really shines with its picture quality. It's the best way to watch this movie. April Fool's Day. High recommend. High recommend. This is from the good people from Paramount from back in the day too. So Friday the 13th family. Yeah, Scream Factory Blu-ray, April Fool's Day. If you haven't seen it, please just see it. And last but certainly not least, now, this movie exists on DVD. I don't think it's gotten a Blu-ray, which is absolutely criminal. I have a Vidmark Laserdisc of it, so I apologize for having to show this, but I always like to show you guys what I own when I say I like these movies. So this movie, you can stream it online and things like that, so it's out there available, and it's good. Pinocchio's Revenge. I know, that sounds crazy, right? Pinocchio's Revenge is great. This little girl, she's having this birthday, and this mom is at this crime scene after this murder goes down, and a guy, it's a Child's Play ripoff, okay? It's a Child's Play ripoff. This guy basically possesses a Pinocchio doll. This gorgeous wooden Pinocchio, look at this shot. This gorgeous wooden Pinocchio doll. And this girl gets this crime scene Pinocchio doll for her birthday. Don't ask me how. It's a 90s movie. This Pinocchio is possessed by a satanic killer. And Pinocchio starts to kill people. And kids. Pinocchio starts to kill kids. This movie is freaking awesome. And it's like that breath right before Scream took over the world and revitalized horror, which was so awful. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love Scream. But you know what I mean? Like, it was right before that where it was blockbuster horror is what I call it. It's blockbuster horror. This was the heartbeat right before Scream took over. I love Pinocchio's Revenge. It's a great 90s slasher film. Go out of your way to stream it. Go out of your way to find the old DVD of it. Go out of your way to own it if you can. It's a classic. I love it. Pinocchio's Revenge is just beautiful. That's Volume 4, guys. Horror slasher, non-franchise, blah, blah, blah. Non-franchise horror slashers I want you to watch. I'm in the mood to watch one of those right now. Like, I really want to put on April Fool's Day, like, right now after I do this video, because I love that movie. It looks so good. Nightmare Beach is great. Please, guys, again, help keep this series alive. Drop some in the comment section below that I haven't done yet that need to be in Volume 5. And I'll do my best to make sure, as I'm piling through and going through my movies, to find more non-franchise slasher horror movies I love. This is Christian Hanna Horror. You guys be good. I'll see you next time.